guys, so I asked you on Instagram that I wanted some questions because I was going to do another Q&A. I don't really know why I felt like doing one. I think it's been a while since my last one, but I will list other Q&As down below because some of the questions I'm not going to answer because I answered them in previous Q&A videos. So let's begin. I don't even know what question. Oh my god, my cat scared me. What's your dream career? I would definitely want to be a counselor for young adults / teens, or because I would love to be a teacher as well at a high school teaching AP Psych or just, you know, psychology for seniors. I don't really like the youngins. If you had to pick a scary movie to be the victim in, which one would you choose and why? I think it'd be the coolest to be the victim in Saw, but I feel like that's the worst. Maybe The Ring, so I could see Skimble, stop licking the bed. What are you doing? What drove you to keep making videos when you felt depressed? Deep question. Honestly, it's probably kind of obvious, but you guys, I mean, of course, I couldn't just give up on you, nor would I ever. What are your top 3 favorite ways to spend a Friday night? Number 1, with my boyfriend watching a movie. Second way, by myself watching a movie with some wine. Third way, by myself watching TV with some wine. If you could speak any other language than English, what would you speak? And there you go. Were you scared to dye your hair because of what people would think? What gave you the confidence to dye your hair? Honestly, the purple hair fakes my confidence so well that I don't even have to do anything because people will look at me and just assume that I'm a confident person because I have bright purple, well now it's not that bright, but I have purple hair, so people will give me really funny looks, and that to me is the funniest part about having this hair. Are people's reactions to it. But yeah, I didn't really have to grow any confidence to do it. I just really wanted purple hair and I didn't really care what people were gonna think about it. How to transition from eating meat to a vegetarian. I have no advice on that. I literally just stopped. You have to do it cold turkey. It's not like you can just cut it out slowly. You kind of have to do it cold turkey, although I did slip up a couple times the first few months. That'll probably happen, but honestly, you just gotta do it. Just go for it. Favorite song at the moment? I think I got a couple of these ones. Favorite song at the moment is Fall in Love by Phantogram. A lot about my favorite band and my all-time favorite bands. Clearly you guys are newbies to my channel. My favorite band of all time is System of a Down / Korn. I actually can't decide between the two. I go through 80s phases, new age music phase, and my metal phase. If you could wear one shoe for the rest of your life, what would you choose? What has been the most difficult things you and Ryan have had to overcome in your relationship? Get a little deep. Honestly, it's communication. We're two different people. We're very similar, but we're very different in many ways. I mean, that's a good thing. You kind of want someone who's gonna be different from you. You don't want to date the same person or the same person as you. But for me, it's very hard to just like say everything that I'm feeling and be completely honest about everything. Because I've never really had that kind of relationship before. So that's been like my biggest struggle, is to just say whatever's on my mind, within reason of course, but like just to be completely open and communicate. How do you convince your parents to let you dye your hair? I'm 24, so I don't, but if you're younger and you live with your parents, what I would say is there are worse things that you could do. I think hair color is so insignificant when it comes to letting your child express themselves. I would let my child dye their hair. I mean, it's really, to me, not a big deal. It's just a way to express yourself and it's not permanent. But you can't really convince your parents if they believe otherwise. How do you deal with hate? I just delete it. I get some in my Tumblr mostly because you can be anonymous. I just delete it. Like, I read it, laugh about it, and then delete it. Or like if I get a comment on YouTube, I just delete it. I never respond to hate ever. I think I used to, but then it would like eat away at my insides and I didn't like it. I didn't like having the negativity on my channel, so I literally just delete it all. And as far as websites that talk about me behind my back, you guys, you know what websites I'm talking about? It's none of my business what people are, you know, hating on me about. It just means I'm doing something right, so it says more about them than it does me. What are some things that you would tell your younger self that you now know now? Or 3 things I wish I knew in high school? Well, I don't know if I'd tell myself how shitty life really gets as an adult, but I would really tell myself to enjoy my childhood, enjoy being in high school, living with your parents, and just being young, because I miss it. I wouldn't go back for anything, but I mean, looking back, I feel like I wasted a lot of time stressing about the future or like just wanting to be older, and I completely wasted all that time just wanting to be old. And now that I am older and can do things, it's like, oh, it's not that cool. Like, just enjoy your youth. Do you think you would make a good mother? I do, but I think I'm gonna be one of those late bloomers. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm gonna have a child later in my life, like in my 30s, because I don't feel like I'm anywhere near ready, nor do I feel like I'm gonna get married anytime soon or graduate college anytime soon. So those are things I definitely want to do before I have a child. I do think I'll be a good mother. I'm nervous about it, obviously. We all have our doubts about being a parent and it's scary, but I'll probably be early 30s when I'm ready to have a child. Sex, kill, marriage, Leo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, and Channing Tatum. Sex, Johnny Depp. Kill, Channing Tatum, I know. And marriage, Leo DiCaprio, of course. Go to Starbucks drink. I get an iced caramel macchiato, grande usually, with extra caramel. And I also get that drink hot if I want a hot drink. Or I get an iced green tea latte. Shaken, not stirred. Why do you sometimes seem very nervous on camera? I do. Nah. What is your current job? Is YouTube one of your primary sources of income? Currently, it's my only source of income. I have no shame in that. I think it's something to be proud of, personally. I don't have another job. I am looking. I applied to Hot Topic. Waiting on that. I went in the other day, submitted a resume and a written application as well as my online app, and talked to them. So fingers crossed for that. I do want another job, even though this pays enough for me to survive. You're wearing pajama pants or nah? Technically a nah, but these are workout shorts. Woo. What do you suggest doing when you feel like you're in a rut in a long-term relationship? Are you talking about sex life? Like a rut in your sex life because toys are cool? You can try that out. Or positions. You guys can research some positions separately and then come together and be like, oh, I want to show you this one thing I tried, or not tried, I found, and I want to try it, and do that. I wouldn't know this from experience or anything. Have I ever questioned my sexual orientation? Of course I have. In high school I did. Do you have a fitness and health regime? And how do you stay fit? If so, tell us. I'm not super strict with what I eat because I work out every day. So I feel like it's a good compromise, but I don't work out to just like burn off what I've eaten. I work out to build strength mostly, but I do work out an hour every single day except for Fridays because I do the Blogilates calendar, in case you guys aren't familiar with that. What makes you most confident? Where does your confidence come from? I definitely think it's age, because I've never been so nonchalant, like, oh, I don't really care what other strangers think about me in my life. What did you as a screen background? What did I pick as a screen background? I'm super cheesy and gross, I'm sorry. How do you like your eggs? Fertilized. I make scrambled most of the time, but sunny side up's cool. Oh, but I love eggs in a basket. That's like my jam. You could have an unlimited amount of cats without breaking any laws or health regulations, would you? Or would you just keep your 2 fur babies? Probably just my 2 fur babies, because I love them too much to introduce new cats to them, and I feel like they would freak out and just be so scared, huh? If you had a hall pass for one night, which famous person would you hang out with? Mine would be Stanley Tucci. Love him. Love him too, girl. Do you mean like hall pass to hang out with someone or to have sex with someone? Because normally a hall pass means to have sex with someone. I'm gonna assume that. The guy in Insidious, I love him. So probably him. How did you move on from your last relationship? I am actually going to be doing an advice video on how to get over your exes because I feel like I get that question so often. It's probably the #1 thing I get asked is how to move on, how to let them go, even if you're the one doing the breaking up. So I am going to be doing a whole psychology video on how to move on from your exes. Hopefully that'll answer that question in that video. I'll try to do it soon because I keep getting questions and I feel really bad because I'm like, I'm doing the video, so hold out just a little bit longer, be strong. Those are the questions I decided to answer. Sorry if I didn't answer yours. If you really want me to answer a question, just leave it down below and I'll try and get back to you in the comments. As usual, if I didn't answer yours, make sure I didn't already answer in my other Q&A videos because a lot were repeats. So I'll have those videos, like I said, listed down below. I hope you enjoyed and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Let's stand in a room, in the middle of the room, no sound, no music or anything, no TV, and literally do nothing. Like you just stand there